If you want to grow your business online, you want to make money online, you want to build big, you cannot ignore branding for your business. Especially if you want to grow a legacy business, you can't ignore branding, and there's no easy way out. That is the difference between building a big business and a biashara, a small biashara. And for Kenyans, I don't like the fact that a lot of people have small businesses. Why should we have small businesses when you can build big? We have the numbers, we have a population, we have a big youth population. I think we should all aim to build big. And as business owners, you guys, we take a lot of risk. Entrepreneurship is hard. So I think we should all make a lot of money for all the risk and for all the stress of entrepreneurship. Right? I love entrepreneurs. You guys are my people. You guys are the backbone of the economy, because it is entrepreneurs who actually create jobs for people. So yeah, I am here to help you grow your business online. My name is Wairimo and I do social media marketing. And this is what I do. I help people grow their businesses online. Okay, so let's start with the basics. What is branding? What is brand? Brand is simply your reputation. What are you associated with? When people think about you, what do they think about? That is brand. What does your name make people feel? That is your brand. It's your fingerprint. Now, as we talk about branding, I want us to talk about a law of marketing that I feel a lot of business owners violate, and it's called the law of focus. What does this mean? Now, when we talk about marketing, it's mostly about psychology. It is just understanding human nature, understanding the human brain, and being able to work with it to get the outcome that you want. Now, for human beings, we usually categorize people in our brain so that it's just something we have for survival, to make it harder to live. Like for example, when you meet somebody, automatically unamweka mahali kwa akili yako. I remember one time I have this friend that I hadn't seen for a long time. Hiyo time nilikuwa naishi Nakuru, and she calls me and she tells me, hey, I'm coming to your city, nataka situpatane, we catch up, and I'm coming with 3 other girls, her other friends. So I remember that night I dressed up, I put on a bit of makeup, because I don't know who the others are. It might be someone important. Sasa nikaenda, and as the night progressed, I started seeing these girls, these girlies, they are not, watu wenye wako serious sana na maisha, because you know how people are with alcohol, going after men to buy them drinks, like stuff like that. And I was like, hata niliwaacha mi nikaenda. And then we were supposed to meet up the next day with my friend, with the same friend, I don't remember for what. And I remember I didn't even dress up the next day. I didn't even dress up because they had an Airbnb, and I knew I was meeting those other girls, but juu nilikuwa nimeshaweka mahali kwa akili yangu, I didn't even bother dressing up, because I was like, you know what, I don't even care what you think about me. But imagine if I had met a different set of women who are classy and who I'm like, oh my God, these people might help me somewhere in the future. The way I would have carried myself the next day would have been completely different. And one thing about, the more that I continue learning about psychology, the more that I realized, even me, I am privy to the human condition. So this is what we do. This is what the human brain does. As soon as you find new information, you meet somebody new, you categorize it in your brain, unaiweka mahali. So think about this in context for your brand, for your business brand, right? People remember brand for one specific thing, for one idea. You can't be, if you're a jack of all trades, it's too much. When people think about, kama unauza kila kitu, you're a jack of all trades. People are not going to be able to categorize you anywhere, and so they'll forget you. You're too confusing. They're not even going to, you can't build your reputation like that. It's too confusing. And when it's too confusing, people are not going to repeat your brand to other people. People might not even buy from you because they are confused. Confused people don't buy. So the law of focus. You need to ask yourself, what do I need to be known for? Like this joke that goes around about how people save other people's names on the phone. Like for example, ume save Jack wa mayai, so and so taxi, Omolo wa chicken. Ukijua uko na wageni kwako, unajua Omolo anakuanga na kuku nitapata kwake. All kinds of chicken, live chickens. Chickens zenye zishatolewa mabawa, zimeuliwa, it's just ready to cook. This Omolo is for chicken. You understand the way we save people? Njeri wa mboga. You, what are you known for? ama you're a jack of all trades. And when you meet somebody and they tell you they sell everything, mi huwa ninauza kila kitu, mi nafanya kila kitu. Automatically in your head you're like, this is a jack of all trades, which means he is a master of none, because deep down we know it takes a lot of effort to actually be good at one thing. As a business person, it takes a lot of effort to be able to produce quality products, right? If you're doing ladies wear, for example, kutafuta hizo different varieties, all the things that ladies like, it takes a lot of effort, a lot of, kuchagua material, making sure that you understand the customer na unashinda ukiwaletea chenye wanataka. It just takes a lot of time for you to build something that's quality. So ukiwa mtu mwenye unafanya kila kitu, watu hawata kutake serious because they don't see you as someone serious. How exactly do you build brand? How do you build your reputation? It's easy. It's actually very easy. You build it by repetition. Like, for example, if you're watching this right now, I've told you, my name is Boss Mama Wairimo, and I'm an internet marketer. I help business owners grow their businesses online on social media platforms. It's just repetition. Imagine every time you see my face, all I'm talking about is marketing. If you follow me on social media, if you follow me on YouTube, every video that I put up, I'm just talking about marketing. Sooner or later, when you think about social media marketing, you'll be thinking about me. That is how you build brand, by repetition. And when it comes to content compounds. The more you talk about something, it just compounds. Your audience compounds, customers compound, your money is going to compound, and people will be able to repeat your brand to other people. Say, for example, I help you with your business and you like my work. You're going, obviously your friends, you have other friends who are business owners. Mtu akikuuliza na nani anakusaidianga na social media, automatically your brain is going to click Boss Mama Wairimo, because this is my main thing. This is all I talk about. This is all I am about. That is how you build brand, by repetition. And every time you pivot, maybe ulikuwa unafanya hii biashara and then useme, okay, let me start a different one. You're starting from zero now. You have to start building your name from zero again. And I keep saying, there's money in every industry. In all types of products, there's money in every industry. So hakuna point ya kushinda ukirukaruka from one thing. Ukikauka na kitu moja and you commit to building it and figuring it out until you get to the amount of revenue you want to be doing per year, you'll make a lot of money just by going deep in one thing. Or just if you're doing different businesses, make sure that each of them have different distinct brands, okay? Yeah, so now focus is not about limitation. Si ati staki mtengeneze pesa, just staki mkwe a jack of all trades. No, it's not about limitation, it's about domination. All right? It's about domination. Let's look at, for example, the Coca-Cola brand. You want to tell me they've never thought of coming up with another different product because they already have a big name? Let me tell you, they actually have tried coming up with different Coca-Colas. There's a time they produced some Coca-Cola Light, and it was terrible because it affected the growth, the sales of the original Coca-Cola. And then when you look at long term, it actually affects sales. Zinaenda chini. The more things you do, the less money you actually make in the long term. Look at all these big brands. Look at Red Bull. When you think about Red Bull, it's energy. It's an energy drink. Why are they not coming up with something another Red Bull, maybe Red Bull, I don't know, alcohol, whatever? Why? Because it's going to affect the brand. The big players know this. They protect their brand. So you also need to be that. You want to build a legacy business, you have to pay attention to your brand. You have to craft your brand. You have to be very intentional. What are your colors even? Look at Safaricom. It's green. When you see green, unajua hapo ni M-Pesa iko. You know, it has to be very, very intentional when you're building brand. So yeah, this is how you build trust, and everything is just, it compounds. It affika a point where you're not even struggling for sales because you already have brand. I see people doing social selling, watu wenye wanauzanga TikTok live, and you're not even paying attention to your brand. Every day you'll start selling zero. Kila siku kiamka unaanza kutafuta customers from zero. Why? Build brand, okay? Yeah, so stay focused, and if you want help with social media marketing, send me a message on this number.